step in, step just across the line of your target, and so your shoulder can touch, okay? So shoulder touches here, okay? This is a strike of the shoulder here, okay? So now, if I take one step back and use the elbow, it's like this. Okay, and you're just putting the power through.
Hey, I'm Antonio Graceffo, Martial Arts Odyssey. Today we are in Selangor, Malaysia, and we are at Muayfit, and we're learning wait, what's the other letter?
I'm not sure.
MMB. God, fighters. Fighters are not very good spellers, are they? So, hey, so anyway, we're doing this mixed martial arts, and could you introduce yourself to the folks at home?
Hi, I'm Peter Davis. I've been doing martial arts for about 10 years or so, and I'm here teaching mixed martial arts.
Alright, and he is the welterweight champion
for some cage fighting events in the UK.
Cage fighting, it does not sound polite at all.
It's very nice, really.
So tell us a little bit though, now the MMA you're teaching the people here now, is this so they can go compete in an MMA fight, or is it more for self-defense?
This one is more for MMA fighting in a cage. And then going...
More running. Always the running.
It's more focused towards that. It's less towards self-defense on the streets, but people are still new, so I'm taking one step at a time and see how it goes.
Yeah. So you're gonna find in Malaysia, I mean, most of these people, they have full-time jobs or they're students. They're not really trying to make a living out of sports, but they want to learn it and have a good time. So sometimes we got to take the training level down so that you don't want people to get injured. Everybody can do it. Yeah. So I'm just saying that right now because there's going to be haters on the internet going, Tito Ortiz trains harder than that.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah.
I'm sure Tito Ortiz does train harder than that, but he can't speak Malay.
No. Well, I can a bit. Look
at that. He can speak Russian.
Russian? Yeah, that was Russian.
I was going to ask you, okay, so you said you trained a bit in Thailand, or?
Just with friends in Muay Thai.
Okay.
My friend is stationed down in Phuket for quite a while, so I went and trained at his gym there. And just had fun and learned a lot.
And then what about your grappling? What's your...
Grappling is from my Chinese martial art. It's actually, my Sifu is from Malaysia. He's Chinese-Malaysian. And he went to UK. He used to teach in universities, and by the time I did some Muay Thai, boxing in Hong Kong as well. Hong Kong's #2 boxer. The guy is very aggressive, around my weight, which is good. But I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to sparring. I can't really spar, I like to fight nothing. But it was good. Really caught up with him when I was just starting to get into college and so on. And I started learning martial arts of him. And they do a lot of the rolling around. It's like, what's that? And it turned out to be grappling. And
what's the name of the art?
Wuji Sanshou. It used to be.
Okay.
It's a bit like Sanshou.
So it's a form of Sanshou, but then they're still fighting when they go on the ground.
Because before it used to be Wuji Chuan.
Wuji Chuan would be like weapon style, weapon fist. Assuming that it's Wuji like weapon, not some other Wuji.
Strikes, get out, or strike a bit, go for a takedown. So it's 2 punches with one hand. Head, body, uppercut, duck under a punch, grab the body. Okay? Right, upper hook, body, and then uppercut, this one. Uppercut. After the uppercut, just put your leading leg in close and get your head off to the side. Just get to this position only and stop. Okay? Uppercut, come in, okay?
I guess to simulate MMA, he's got the guy hitting me bare-fisted, and I'm not used to that, man. So even through the pad, 5 full minutes of that drill, and I'm starting to feel it on the palms of my hands. Of course, I could look at it as a qigong exercise. I see Chinese people in the park hitting their hands against iron stuff, so maybe I'll become the iron palm.
Yes, very nice. Just drive through one here, you just
push off with the left leg.
Yeah, but Actually, the Sifu developed it as cage fighting became more popular and focused more towards just everything, freestyle and cage fighting. So recently he changed the name to like Wuji Sanju, so it's freestyle, because it doesn't follow the exact original, you know, the way it used to be. So it's more for cage fighting.
Okay.
You're not like other styles where you cut across. This is just straight through. Okay, just straight through. So you're pushing straight into a target and through. Okay, that's what you can do. So you can do straight punch, elbow also. So from here, palm, palm, palm. Okay, also something like that. So you're pushing through constantly with your feet. Your feet must go forward. Your face has to go forward, so you can do this. So palm, palm.
Can we say that, so in the olden days, they didn't necessarily ground fight?
No, they did ground fight, but then they didn't do it with any rules.
Okay.
And they didn't have a cage to roll off, you know. There are small technicalities which don't exist. And it was more for just like fighting 3 people on the street, not fighting just solely one person. You don't touch it or you don't turn off at the last minute, okay? You just straight through. Okay, same thing with a hook punch or overhand. Okay, this is overhand, same principle. Up. Okay, just relax, let your body go, throw. So it's been rejigged a bit. Obviously he's the Sifu, I'm merely a student, so I'm giving you what I can do. But if you're new, then I'm sure I can help you out.
Awesome, that is awesome. That's interesting. I'm glad to meet somebody, and nothing against Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I'm just glad to meet somebody that they're grappling is something other than American wrestling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm sure we steal some techniques from them.
Yeah.
Here and this one here, but, so you take down, okay, you can get into position already, so you can already start to get the tap out here, but if you want, you can roll over, okay, and this one, if I pull up, get ready to tap, because I've got the foot hooked, okay, if I hook, this stretches the stomach actually, you feel, and you'll see some similarities, but there's more of a kind of flow, and in fact some of the moves we do, I say, oh, I refer to this as a kimura, or you know, an armbar, but we just refer to this as what we see on TV in UFC, but it doesn't directly derive from it.
Right.
So it derives from the more traditional Chinese styles.
Interesting.
But you may just think, hang on, that's just, because it's the same thing, it can only be done 1 or 2 ways.
Oh, your arm can only be bent so many ways.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So that's the way, but it's the way you get into it. We've changed it throughout the years, it's evolved.
Now I trained last week with an MMA guy from Europe, from UK, and he was using Gaelic wrestling.
Gaelic wrestling.
That's
really mixed. That's good.
And I think that's cool. You know, but in my country, sadly, Gaelics can't marry. So I'm glad that they're finally allowing them to wrestle.
Okay, right. Yes, I get you.
You heard it here on Martial Arts Odyssey.
So this is what we're going to do with that elbow. Up here, step, hit, hit, hit. Not so exciting, sorry guys, but repetition. Okay. Just doing this. Just do this, okay? I'm going to get you to do this for like a minute, just so you can feel it. And from here, you can accelerate using your shoulder and your body. So each one can be much harder if you just accelerate. From here, just this very close dip range. Okay, I'm just moving my body through.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.